Hi everyone, welcome to Edoverse Weekly Insider, Road to Edoverse. Now we would like to celebrate chapter 100. I would like to welcome Tokugawa-san, please.
Okay, thank you, Mitsushi-san. Hello, everybody. This is Hiro Tokugawa speaking. Now, on the 100th occasion, but it is the same topic from last week, and it's going to be more of the same next week. That is Tokugawa Japan and the outside world. You see, Tokugawa Japan has been characterized for long and wrongly as an insulated and isolated country. But that was far from the truth. But it's true that it had very limited exchanges with one, Southeast Asia, and then two, the Western powers. The reason is simple. The reason is as follows. As for the Southeast Asian nations, the Japanese were too notorious as pirates and bandits. And Japan, after Toyotomi Hideyoshi's reckless war with China on Korean soil, we had to recover trade relations with the Chinese. And for that, we needed the Japanese to behave better. But it was in their nature, after a year and a half of civil war, to peddle violence wherever and whenever it's possible. So they were known, and they were quite notorious in Southeast Asia as this very violent, violent bunch, only fit for the mercenary business. One of them became a prefect governor in Thailand, even. So that was the Tokugawa shogunate, as it consolidates power, cut off all human movement between Japan and the outside world, which in this case meant either Korea, which really detested the Japanese, China, which detested the Japanese, and Southeast Asia, where commerce was dominated by the Chinese, which detested the Japanese. So, in order to improve relations with these countries or their governments, Japan had to, cannot let the Japanese go overseas and make a mess out there. And actually, ironically, this is quite similar to the Chinese situation about 10 years ago. So they would like to have good relations with Middle Eastern nations and African nations. But whenever the Chinese people go en masse to work and various sectors, you see this anti-Chinese mood will be created. So the same with the Japanese in the early 17th century. So after that, Japan depended on Chinese and Dutch merchants for their trade with Southeast Asia and Korea and China. With Korea, there was direct trade, and with China, well, yes, yeah, but for China and Southeast Asia, it was Chinese and Dutch merchants. And then for other Western powers, so there are the Spanish, the two Catholic powers of the Spanish and Portuguese, and then the British and the Dutch. So after that, there were no other Western powers in East Asia for about 200 years. And the first Western power to re-emerge in East Asia was actually Russia. So they had conquered all of Siberia, which was practically empty, and reached the Pacific, or came very close to it in the end of the 19th century under the reign of Catherine the Great. But then, as everyone knows, there's the Great Napoleonic War, and so for about 20 years, the Russians were preoccupied with European events. But after that, they would extend their influence into China gradually. And they also try to create a trade and diplomatic relationship with China. And what's notable is that they were the last to industrialize within Europe. So they came to Japan as just another conventional power with not much military might compared to the Japanese. So they came to us as equals. They would go to Nagasaki, they would negotiate peacefully, so on and so forth. There was a clash in the northeastern part of coastal areas of Japan at the beginning, but and then they could not overwhelm the Japanese as they were just an expeditionary force. And then this on again, off again exchange will continue towards the very end. But when Admiral Perry came to Uraga in Kanagawa Prefecture, present-day Kanagawa Prefecture, from the United States. Russia also sent a high-powered delegate named Puchatin, and he left a very good impression on the Japanese. So he is not as high-handed as the Americans, and they show more respect to the Japanese system. And most importantly, the Russians will get drunk together with the Japanese, so they must be good people, was the estimation of the Tokugawa samurais. But, well, towards the end of Tokugawa reign, this kind of sentiment will be greatly betrayed, but that is for next week. Okay, thank you very much, Mitsushi-san, and that's enough for this week.
Thank you very much.
Now I would like to welcome Martin. Do you have any updates?
Hi. Yes, congratulations to us on hitting a century of Edoverse Weekly Insiders. I'm very proud to be part of it. And yeah, I hope there are many more interesting episodes to come in the future. And I'm sure as the platform grows and our user base grows, we're going to have more interesting content to share, and it's going to get even better in the future. We'd just like to say that, you know, I was there for the launch event, and was very, very impressed by the gameplay of the 3 games. I had a go at the Ninja one, and I was abysmal at it. So, but I'm sure that the Edoversians online are going to be beating that in good time, and I'm looking forward to seeing a speed run of it. Someone's going to complete it in record time. So yeah, that's very exciting too. And I was also able to attend the Shinnenkai New Year's party that we had. We had some delicious Chinese food, and I got to meet some of the behind the scenes team that I hadn't met face to face before. So that was also a great honor. And of course, I got to talk to Tokugawa-san, and he dispensed a lot of his wisdom. Absolutely fascinating getting to talk to him. Every time I learn something new, and it just reverberates around my head the days afterwards. Yeah, so that's always great, a great experience, and it's a real honor to be part of a project with such a knowledgeable man. Yeah, so that's it from me. Congratulations on 100 episodes, everybody. And I'll pass it back to you, Mitsushi-san.
Right, thanks, Martin. Update from me. It is said that the crypto winter is over. A lot of crypto projects became profitable. For example, Monex Groups announced that their Q3 financial reports, and which is very profitable. The ordinary profit is approximately $4 million. So I think it is great timing for us to launch Edoverse product. And now a lot of people have come back, including investors. And also because of approval of Bitcoin ETF, financial institutions or institutional money or capital will flow into crypto market as well. So I think it is the best timing for us. And we'd like to enjoy crypto summer from now on, going forward this year. I think we see great harbingers already. So that's update from me. Thanks. Now I'd like to welcome Dominic-san, please.
Hi. Hello, everyone. Thanks for everything. Today that the weekly insider is 100 times already passed that. Then the last week that we launched Edoverse. Yeah. So we want to be actually really transparent in the team, and then we actually to explain that what's going on in the Edoverse all the time every week, and then we're going to continue this weekly and also monthly, just the report to everyone, to the stakeholders at the same time. And then last week's event, the launch, and then people just started to enjoy Edoverse, but still that the spec is just the people has to just have over the version Windows 10. And also the high spec of the computers, and this is a bit sort of a high hurdle, but I hope that the people just enjoy it. And also, this is the start of the start, and then the February we have lots of events, and also we're just reforming the news and roadmap of the Edoverse from now, and then we will just report that probably the end of February or maybe in the March at the same time. We will just preparing for the new game of Fortnite as a third party. Please just wait for a little while just for the third party, because I think that's going to be very exciting. So thank you for everybody, and and then for all the stakeholders, and then we have some airdrops, and all the details to be announced later. So people just hope that the arts community just can be more active, and also please just enjoy Edoverse. Thank you.
Right. Thanks everyone. So this is all for today. See you next time. See you next week. Bye bye.